In today's video, I'll be planning out a week on one page in my Erin Condren Monthly Planner using just one of the plain lined notes pages. So if that sounds interesting to you, please make sure you're subscribed and I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Kristen. I post functional planning videos on my channel 3 times a week, usually in my Erin Condren Monthly Planner. This week we are going to go into, actually let me move this out of the way, my iced chai latte here. I made it in my mug so that it wouldn't like get condensation all over the place, and I'm feeling pretty like clever about that. What I typically do is I just draw out my weekly plans on one page, and there's 10 notes pages behind each tab in the monthly planner, so I have plenty of space to do 4 or 5 weeks on the notes pages and then still have plenty to use for other things, as well as leaving a page at the end for my monthly review. So it works out really well for me. The reason this works is because I don't have like a super busy schedule as far as meetings and events and appointments. Most of my planning is task-based. Okay, let me see what I need here. What I need to do first is check out what the week is gonna look like. We are planning week 15, which is this week right here, and we have one appointment, and then on Sunday my husband and I are leaving to go on a trip, and there's no school on Monday, but that doesn't really affect too much. But basically this is, it's a very low-key week, and I think what I'm gonna do, typically when I have like a low-key week, I will do like less of a structured weekly spread. There's even been times when I didn't do a spread at all, I just made a to-do list. Something like this might work, but I think I want to just draw out like a structured like spread here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use half of the page for a weekly layout, and then some space here for a to-do list and maybe some goal action items. And I actually think I'm going to try to do a habit tracker here, even though I don't really track habits very much. I just want to try. Like I don't know, it looks fun on other people's spreads and I want to do it too. So yeah, if I don't check anything off, you know, it's kind of expected, but whatever. It's not a big deal. I have the room for it this week, so we might as well do that. So this page is, I have a 7x9, and I think it's 3.25. Yes, so the lined portion of the page is 6.5 inches. So halfway across the page will be 3.25. But I think what I want to do is do just slightly less than 3.25, so that it's not like butting up next to like the other column if I draw out like some like a structured box or something. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 3 1/8, which I'm sure you can't see any of the markings on this ruler because it's like clear and white, but I'm just gonna kind of draw some dots here just to make sure my line is straight. And so we're gonna go at the 3 1/8, and then the last one at the bottom, 3 1/8. And then I'm just going to draw the line here. That looks like more than half of the page. Did I measure that right? I did not measure that one right. It's slightly off. Okay, all right. Okay, and then I'm gonna just draw this here. And then on the Erin Condren lined pages, you get 28 lines, which you even get 28 lines in the A5, which is nice. So I'm going to, since there's 28 lines and 7 days in a week, I'm just going to connect every 4, because then I'll have an even amount of lines per each day. So there's 4 lines for Monday, and there'll be 4 for each day of the week. So I didn't get any stickers to use this week. I'm just going to use my pen and maybe some highlighters, I think. Maybe, I don't know yet. It depends on how the habit tracker turns out, if I need the highlighters. We'll talk about that in a second, but so I mentioned that I wanted to do like a space for some goal action items, and I've been looking at my lists for the past couple of weeks, and after recently doing my monthly review, I haven't really been making the time for some of the things on my goal list, specifically the quilt that I want to work on. I started working on it in March and barely touched it, and we're coming up on halfway through April and I still haven't touched it. And I'm trying to kind of explore, why is that? Is it because I'm not making the time, or am I just doing other things? I don't know. So I think I want to be pretty specific in my list this week about what exactly I want to do with the quilt. And also the plants. So this is the previous week's weekly plan, and I have a couple of things here I haven't checked off yet. So today is Friday, and I always say whenever I'm doing my plan with me, like, oh, I'll still have time to get to this stuff throughout the weekend. In reality, I never really do. You can see quilt and yard work are always there. Yard work. Work on quilt, like those are things that never get checked off, and so I don't know what the issue with that is. Okay, so the rest of this, what I want to do is I'm actually going to put the dates down the side here, and I need just enough space to write, and I'm thinking I'm going to do just 1/4 of an inch is probably fine, because really 1/4 of an inch is like the same width of the lines, I think, or just about. So I mean, that's plenty of space to write if I'm mindful. It is going to be kind of hard to get right up next to that coil though, but we will do what we can. All right. Yeah. I also want to use, I have some stencils here. I've got my Erin Condren stencil, and I have my Chrissy & Designs KDK Plan stencil. And I think I'm going to use this one and use this like flag dealy, or I could use that one. I'm going to use this one. This one hasn't been getting much love lately since the Erin Condren one is new. I've been kind of using that more, and I'm just going to put the week number over here. Or do I want to do it? Oh, I can't do it that way because of the coil. Yeah, let's just do it over here and just kind of do it this way. So this is a Sakura Micron. This is the 02, which is actually, according to this, a 0.3 millimeter line. I am just using this. I was using the 03, but it dried out. So now I'm using the 02 because I have it. And what I like about this is that it doesn't smear. If I highlight over it or something, it's not going to smear the way my gel pen would. So that's why I use this to draw this kind of stuff out. But I still prefer to write with my Pilot G2. All right, so what else do I want to do here? Before I start, I'm going to switch pens. So I want to just go ahead and draw all the stuff out that I want to draw out. And I think over here, I'm just going to do a spot for my to-do list, and I'm just going to draw lines just like for like a header, I think. And I'm using the line guide on the stencil just for the length, just to keep it consistent. So that's the header for my to-do list. And I wanted like a separate section for goal items, but I also wanted a habit tracker. And I'm gonna do the habit tracker down here. So let me do that first so that I could see how many lines I need for the goal section, the goal action items. And I think we'll use this. And how do I wanna do this? I need 7 spaces like for the days of the week, and then I just need like space to write what the habit is. And I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that looks like plenty of room. So I'm gonna just use the spacing of this stencil here. And I think we'll leave space for like 5 habits, I think. So I need 6 lines because I need like the top part that says like the days of the week. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's go here. So I'm just going to use the line spacing just so I don't have to measure anything. It makes it super quick, this stencil. So we have what, 4 there. This is 5, 6, 7. Okay, and now I will connect them. Well, let me connect them this way, and then I will figure out how I'm gonna write out like the actual habit. So like I said before, I'm not one to do habit tracking. It doesn't really like, I don't know, it doesn't do anything for me. And I don't know why I always try, but I do. So I'm not gonna draw the line. I'm just gonna write right here, I think, instead of drawing a line. I don't know, what do you think? Let's just finish writing. Let's just finish drawing it out like that. And then how much? So yeah, I left 1/4 inch here. Oh, here. Like that, okay. This is coming out all right. Like that. Okay, and let me just connect these now. And then I think I just need to do the little goal section, and then I'm gonna switch pens. And then we'll write the plans in. Okay, so now I just want a spot for like 3 special, like, I guess you could say like priorities or whatever. But I'm gonna specifically call them out for like goals. So I need a header, I need 3 goals, and then a space just for some breathing room. So that's 5. And let me get this out and we'll do another header like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. Did I do that right? So a blank space, 3 goals, and then a header. And I keep saying 3 goals, but I really mean like 3 like action items that are for my goals. And let's put some check boxes on these ones just for funsies. I'm not going to do check boxes for the to-do list. All right, so I think that's it. So that is like the layout before I like fill in anything. And let me switch pens, and I'm going to use, I don't know if I should use my number 10. I use a Pilot G2, and I love the number 10. That's super bold like this. And then the number 0.38 is like the finest one I think they make. So I have like the two extremes here. I think I'm not gonna use the big boy, the big juicy boy. I think I don't want it to be that bold, so let's turn it this way so I can write. Monday is the 10th. So I'm just doing MON for Monday and then a 10. I know you probably can't see because I'm left-handed, and that doesn't really help you being able to see what I'm writing. The way I hold my pen, I kind of cover up the whole word, but that's just how I write. There's not much I can do about that. Hold on, my phone is buzzing. All right. 13th. Friday is the 14th. Saturday is the 15th, and Sunday is the 16th. All right, so that was difficult because of the coil, but we made it. This is week 15. And this is my to-do list. I'm just gonna write to do. And these are my goal action items and my habits. So we want to put the Monday through Sunday up at the top. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All right. Now, the goals I have been, or the habits I have been working on are, we can look at the dashboard here and show you that I've been working on no sugar, which actually, let's check those off because honestly, what is the deal? Okay, let's check these off because I have had no sugar all of these days. Well, Friday's not over yet, but I don't anticipate caving and having sugar. I've also been doing like over here, I just tried something. If you remember from the plan with me, I didn't know what I was going to use this page for, and then I was just going to try to put my to-do list here and then leave this blank instead of using this as the to-do list. So I have started doing a little bit of yoga here and there, and I thought I would like write down when I do it, and then also some movement. That is part of my quarterly goals, which I don't have my quarterly goals here, but let's look at the goal tab over here. I did want to, I didn't even write it on here. I just, as part of like my overall wellness, I just wanted to get some movement in. Right now I'm walking like 5 days a week while my son is at tennis, but when summer starts in June, he won't be having that, you know, daily tennis lesson where I'm going to have like an opportunity to go walk. And so I wanted to start the habit of doing movement like on my own, I guess you could say. And so anyway, I did start doing some yoga and walking, although it's been raining, so I haven't been walking, and I should have maybe done some yoga on the days that I haven't been able to walk, but I have not. But anyway, that is something I want to go ahead and try to work on. So that's what we're going to put in the habit tracker here. So let's do, I also want to get water in. So let's put all that stuff in. So the first one is no sugar. And that's really just no added sugar. I eat a ton of fruit, so I get plenty of sugar that way, but no like adding sugar to things or eating foods that have added sugar in them. All right, and then let's say walk and yoga. And then I also want to be better about drinking my water, and let's just say 64 ounces of water. I'm just gonna put H2O. And then Instagram. I've been a lot more present on Instagram lately, and it's been fun. I'm not overwhelmed with it, and I just want to kind of keep it consistent. So let's just say Instagram. Okay, so those are my habits. Now, let's go ahead and put in the plans. So there's no school on Monday, and then there's an appointment on Friday, and then we're leaving on Sunday. So if you watched my flip through video, I talked about how I use this to just kind of write out like my daily to-do list. Yeah, so like if I have appointments or events, I just put a star by them, because it's not really a task. It's just something I need to make sure happens at a certain time or whatever. So I think that's what we'll just do, that same concept here. And maybe, so if I do this, then there's not going to be any highlighter, I don't think, unless we just want to use some highlighter just to use it. No, let's not make it complicated. Let me just do, I'm just going to do a little asterisk and then say no school. Friday we have an appointment at 3:30, but I also need to, I don't know what time I need to pick up my son from school that day, so I'm going to leave a space for that. The appointment is at 3:30 during the school day. Orthodontist. And then this day, my husband and I are going to drive to Austin. Okay, so now that I know that Friday is kind of busy, normally I film on Tuesdays, edit the videos I filmed on Tuesday, I do that on Wednesday, and then on Friday, I film, edit, and upload my, like the plan with me for the following Monday. So this is not going to be a good day to do that because we have that appointment that day. So I am going to do it this Thursday instead. So I'm going to say film, edit, upload, plan with me. And then, see, that might have been better as like a task, like not with the little star, but I think I'll leave it just because it is important that I do it that day. But like on Tuesday, I'm just gonna say, actually, what can I do here? I could put that as part of my task list. Yeah, let me do that. Let me say these are all just like events. Film this day, edit this day. And then the Instagram content that I make, like when I'm editing, this is also, I'm gonna put it here, but the day that I edit, I also make any reels that I can make using the footage like that I'm filming. That has been working out really well. So yeah, so any of those reels that I make that day, and then I can check off like if I have posted them to Instagram. Okay, so that is the schedule. Now the goal action items. So the thing in question is the quilt and the plants and like the yard work. The quilt, I think the thing is like when I write quilt and plants or yard work in this list, I'm not being very specific about what I want to do. And before I was saying, oh, well, I was specific on like this list. And so, I mean, those got pretty much done. But like here, I was specific and I still didn't do it. So I don't know. I think I just need to specifically say, I'm gonna put some of the little, I'm gonna not focus on the plants this week. I'm gonna focus on the quilt. So I'm gonna cut the quilt, I'll just say sashing. It's just some little white thing, little white strips that go between the blocks. And then I need to piece together the strips. I don't know. I need to piece the blocks together. And then I just need to remeasure it. Once that's all pieced together, I need to remeasure so that I know how much more white fabric I need to buy. So those are my items. Those are my 3 like broken out little things, and I don't know, I could probably work on that on Monday, but I usually do my cleaning on that day, the cleaning that pops up on my phone tasks. So the other thing is I need to prep some food for my son. My mom's gonna be here with him and she can cook, but just some things that he can heat up, and just I need to get my grocery delivery. How about that? Let's say, let's put that on the list because that's important. So the grocery delivery is going to be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. is the window they give me. And I'm just gonna write groceries. All right. Okay, so now for my to-do items. I'm definitely going to need to pack for our trip. I need to order groceries. All right, and then I also have some stuff I need to film, which I can show you. I can't write it what exactly I'm going to be filming, but we'll just say that you will find out on the 17th, and you will like it, and it will be fun. So I need to film for next week. So I'm just going to put film. And then, actually, I could write that here because most of Tuesday is going to be, yeah. So I will write out exactly what I need to film here, I think. And then I'll check it off. And what else? What else is happening this week? Oh, clean out the car and do haircuts. Definitely want to clean out the car and get it washed before our trip. Okay, I think that's good for now. And then I will add, if I don't get to like my Instagram bio, I'm not going to do the plants this week. So if I don't get to my Instagram bio this weekend, I'll add it to this list. But there, look at how plain that is. What do you think? Is it too plain? Should we add some washi or something? I don't have any over here with me. I thought I was just going to leave it plain. I did bring highlighters, but I don't know. I think I kind of dig the cleanness. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, so that is it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing, because I post functional planning videos on my channel every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And next week, there's going to be an extra video, so you don't want to miss it. All right, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.